Yeah, from my experience, I've been to hundreds of food service equipment manufacturers' facilities. Kason is an amazing operation, a lot going on under one roof. So, Sean, vertical integration is a buzzword today in manufacturing. Tell us about how Kason is vertically integrating.
With the department, if you were to come out to the plant and you were to do the plant tour, Mike, you've been here before. I typically start in our engineering department, and I show the design group what we have the capability of, and our test center in the back, to our casting department where you've got the raw ingot, where we're melting the zinc in the furnaces at 800 degrees, putting them through our die cast machines, inspecting them, gauging them, onto the our machining department with our CNCs, to our automated polishing and robotics in our polishing department, to our continuous plating line that we have in plating. So it's very vertically integrated. We can stop at any step and restart if we've got any kind of quality issues. We've got quality inspection and gauging at each step, and inspection processes, all the way down to the assembly, where our assembly is, and the assembly departments finally put it together and do the final inspection to put it in the box. So very vertically integrated.
You guys are taking this product from design all the way through raw materials and out the door. So it's really unique. Sean, what technology is Kason considering to improve its product offering?
Going back to the question again that was asked earlier, in our stamping department, we are in the process of installing a $2 million piece of equipment back in the back for our stamping and automating our panel fasteners. It's extremely automated, putting basically 4 operations into one, and in the box. That's one of the things that we're looking at. Continuing our automation in our polishing department, we now have 13 robots in our polishing department, and growing. We are looking at increasing our casting capabilities by installing new casting machines. We've got one on order that'll be arriving in the next couple of weeks, and also improving our casting technology. So there are some systems that we can install to give us better controls and process controls to help with quality and repeatability. There are also things that we're looking at that are not necessarily related to process, but just in terms of material handling. So we're even looking at robotic automation for moving materials throughout the plant to deliver it to the cells or where the product is utilized.
I know you bring up robotics, but I've been out there and I've seen the robots in use. And how'd that come about? How's that progressed? And how has that impacted Kason?
We started the robots when I first got here in, I think, the year 2000, 2001, roughly. We started out with 2 robot cells. We primarily used it for doing our brushed chrome. That progressed 2 years later to starting to buff the parts. So we started to grind the parts and buff the parts. The main reason we switched, we were having a lot of issues with keeping employees. Employees no longer wanted to do that job. It was, in the old days, it was an art. Everyone was proud to produce the part, to grind the part, handle the part. And we had to adapt because people did not want to grind the part, handle the part, and do the manual labor anymore. So we installed the robots to make it a cleaner environment, and less repetitive on the operators was our main goal, and to increase our quality and repeatability of the product.
I think Sean just hit on it right there. The robots give a consistent finish that we didn't always get when it was a human putting the product up against a grinding wheel or a polishing wheel. So consistency of product is added to the quality. Tell us about the EDM machine. Describe that for us.
The newer wire EDM machine that we bought has a a lot more modern technology on it. We're able to manufacture a blank that has multiple starting holes for multiple parts, and it will run all night. If a traveling wire EDM, when it comes to the end of a hole, usually it requires somebody to break the wire and restart in another hole. This one automatically breaks the wire. It moves on to the next hole. We can run a hole. It can run unattended all night. When we come in the morning, we can make sure it's run where it was supposed to, make sure we don't have to replace the wire, and then drop all the parts we basically have somebody making parts while we're not there watching it. And these are precision parts also, not, it would require a lot more manpower than what the machine puts into it.
How long have you had that up and running?
The new one we bought in a year ago, January. We've had wire EDMs since about the mid 80s, but we've gradually upgraded them. And as the technology has gotten better, the machines have gotten faster also.
So it's safe to say Kason's invested heavily in this equipment to clean up the manufacturing process and take on some of the issues that employees had with some processes.
Yes, and anything that we can do to modernize in the tool room does help keep our bottom line down.